You know what it is, a cat in the hatch, resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo, stararchitects.com. Bring my camera up a little bit so you guys can see me. Um, yeah, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to this lifestyle thing. Today is Fly Guy Friday, so you made it to the end of the week. Kudos to you, because everybody didn't make it to the end of this week. I just got some very sad news that a coworker of mine, who was a really good guy, passed away Thursday. So I just want to send love and light out to his family. You guys don't know him, so I'm not gonna put his name out there. But yeah, you made it to another day, so cherish that, honor that, because that's a huge blessing for you to have. On off that somber shit and onto some good stuff. If you enjoy this video that we have today, make sure you give this a thumbs up. And please make sure that you share with a friend if you find the information beneficial, because you never know who it may help. Outside of that, okay, cool. This week we were talking all about selling yourself, right? Selling yourself short, how to utilize sales to help your story, like all those different types of things. And the last thing that I wanted to wrap up with on Fly Guy Fridays was how to sell yourself in social situations. So you've done everything. You went to the store, you found a great sale for qualitative items that are going to help your wardrobe. You then made those purchases and you added those to your wardrobe. You thought about whether or not, yo, am I selling myself short in my dreams and my aspirations and my goals and the things that I'm going after? How do you also figured out, when it comes to your personal style, how to leverage that in your dating life and in your dating situations. You then began to become tactical, because that's what we're going to call trending Thursdays, tactical Thursdays, on how to start building your wardrobe and leveraging that to benefit you. So now on Fly Guy Friday, you find yourself out in social situations. So now it's time to put things into practice and for you to actually sell yourself to the masses and to the people that you're talking to. How do you do that? Well, I want you to think always, again, consciousness, construction, communication. Those are the tenets, and those are how everything is going to move. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to consciously think about what it is you're looking to obtain, right? So when you're stepping into a social situation, what's the objective? And every person who steps out always has an objective. The first, for one guy, especially if you're going out to the club, maybe to get that girl's number, maybe to take a young lady home, and maybe, to stunt on them a little bit. So if those are the objectives, make sure that you're aware of that before you even step out. Yo, I'm going out here because I'm trying to bag something. I'm trying to make sure that I get at least 6 numbers, because I know 4 of those are going to be throwaways. 2 of those are going to be people of interest. And 1 of those is the only chick that I'm going to end up dating probably on a consistent basis. So I already know I'm out here trying to fish, right? I'm out here trying to get some young ladies. If that's the case, then you need to dress accordingly. If you're out there trying to stunt, you need to dress accordingly. Don't be the dude buying bottles. Again, I'm not condoning or promoting that, but don't be that dude and then you look like a bum. Make sure that that everything is congruent, so that even if you are stunting and it's in your everyday life, you at least look like you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Are you out networking? If you're out networking, then you need to make sure that you're in a space and dress that is going to make sure that you look approachable and like the type of person that people want to deal with. So in all these different types of spaces, you need to make sure that you're dressing for the occasion. No different than if you're going out for a job. They always say dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have, right? Same thing when it comes to the social situation. Then after that, when it comes to constructing the look, you need to make sure that it's still true to who you are. Because here's what happens. A lot of guys will say, well, yeah, I'm going to go out and stunt. But then you go out and do something that is totally contradictory to your character. So what you should be doing is you should be saying, yo, you know what? My stunt is this. So for a guy like me who is always about, sophisticated, casual type of elegance, right? Then for me, my stunt on gear is going to be me throwing on dinner jackets and, waistcoats and uh nice tuxedos, all those different types of things, adding with the bow tie, like taking it all the way to that level. So be like, yo, you in this urban club and you got on, a full tuxedo, like you doing the most. Yes, I am, goddamn it, because I'm out here to stunt, right? I'm out here to be extra. And so I'm still staying true to that perspective or to that persona. So you want to make sure that you're doing those things while not losing access to the space that you're in. Again, now you don't want to be totally ostracizing, so I'm not going to go to a absolute hole in the wall hood club and have on a tuxedo and all that other stuff, because then you're ostracizing yourself and you're not stunting. You just look like an asshole. Like, and nobody's going to even rock with that. But if I'm in a moderately, like, quote unquote dressed up type of venue, and I throw on my, my dinner jacket or my cocktail jacket, and I got on a waistcoat, or I have on, a double breasted or something like that, yeah, that's extra. But it's gonna be other cats in there with suits and ties on. I'm just taking it up a higher notch. But if I'm trying to network, then I want to be as cool and relaxed and conservative as possible, because I want to look approachable. So you want to make sure that your identity is still going to stay true to that. So for me, I may just throw on a beautiful blazer, a nice pair of khakis or chinos or moleskin trousers, and some boots that are dark, because we're going to be in a dark little space, but you can still see me and hear me. So I'm making sure that everything else is kind of uniform and basic, but people will still say, like, wow, he's still a really well-dressed type of guy. Lastly, when it comes to your communication, don't talk yourself out of the situation. What happens for a lot of guys is they meet a young lady, and they're like, man, I'm gonna tell her about all my accomplishments, all the things that I do that's dope, all these reasons why, she should be interested in me, instead of saying, let's have a conversation, let's have a dialogue, and asking more questions than you are giving answers. A lot of people will say that the person who asks the most questions is the person who actually is in control of the conversation. Because if you think about it, if I'm asking you questions, then I'm guiding the conversation in the ways that I want it to go. And be clever with your conversation. Be clever with those questions. Ask her about what she's wearing. Like, yo, what inspired you to put that together? Like, what were you communicating today? And she'll start thinking about things. And be clever, with how you play on those things, because she's giving you access to who she is. Same thing in business. A lot of people will start just spitting out their resume instead of getting curious about the other person that they're dealing with, because that will actually determine whether or not you can serve their needs, whether it is on a professional level or on a business to business type of level. So you don't want to talk yourself out of those situations, and then you want to strategically throw in things that are going to sell yourself. So when that person is like, for me in the image consulting space, yeah, and I got this wonderful gala to come through for, the Association of Accountants, and super excited about that. Be like, that's great, man, congratulations. So what are you wearing to the event? Have you thought about that? No, man, honestly, I don't ever really know what to wear, so I just always throw on a black suit and just try to make it pretty cool. But this year I'm being honored. I would love to do something different. Great. Well, here's what I was thinking. Boom, 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 boom. How do you know all that? Oh, I'm actually an image consultant and, lifestyle coach. Oh, well, like, I think it would be extremely beneficial to you. Boom, it's that easy. So I want you to try that on, see how it fits you. And this week or this evening or weekend when you're stepping out, start thinking about selling yourself and being more intentional about your image, how that is then going to be communicated in social spaces so that you can ultimately sell yourself. Leave me some comments in the comment box with this question of the day. With this one question of the day, how would you, or what tips would you give to a guy to help him sell himself in social situations? Leave those in the comment box below. Give us a thumbs up if you found the information beneficial, and share it with a friend. Outside of that, yo, it's Friday. Be great today. Then again, you already are.